Hey guys, it's Teng coming at you with another game of Total War 3 Kingdoms. Today, the start of a new campaign. We're here in 190 Common Era, here with Ma Teng. Now, Ma Teng is an interesting guy. He grows up very, very poor among some sort of semi-nomadic to fully nomadic horse-based nomadic people called the Qiang. He joins up to put down a rebellion in his youth, and then ends up joining the rebellion with Han Sui here, who is like our best friend, right? He used to be one of the rebels, and then we became some of the rebels, so that's like their background. And right now I think we actually start out friendly with Dongzhuo, and we have a non-aggression pact with them, which is decent enough. Now, while we could get trade with them, we don't want to because everybody hates them and they won't like that. And the earlier we do this, the better, because he might make somebody mad pretty soon. But we'll get our first trade agreement rolling, right? And then now that'll please him. Anyway, we just need to fight this battle. You can't recruit on turn one, so there's only one thing to do, and that is fight, fight, fight. Now this is gonna just be a couple yellow turban warriors and one guy, so we're just gonna be focusing on trying to take the most minimal losses. These are guys with shields, so no cavalry, no spears. We should be able to shoot them up for a little bit with our terrible, terrible archers, and then charge our quite good cavalry into them a couple of times. So it makes our cavalry good. The cavalry for this faction are good for a few reasons. You get some nice bonuses to upkeep and such. I haven't played this faction before, I just know this from playing against them and from people talking about them. But the important thing is they are fatigue immune. And so these are shot cavalry. So mediumly armored, mediumly speeded, decent charge bonus. I mean, very, very good of 322. But they're fatigue immune. So if you need to maneuver around a lot, you can. This guy wants to duel me, and while that would be awesome, we're going to decline because we don't want to be losing any HP. That's unnecessary here. Look, Ma Teng is a wily guy, right? He's not trying to be taking unnecessary risks. What if this was like an expert duelist sent out to trap him, you know? This is the sort of stuff that a guy of Ma Teng's stature's got to worry about. He's not a young man anymore. He's got a lot to worry about in war here. We're just gonna push all the way through, decline the duel. Pengde has really quite nice ability. And Ma Teng comes with a roar, which should actually be good enough to clear him out. This ability is a huge, huge splash damage of 7k. I don't know how big it is. Hopefully not so big that it hurts my own units, because I haven't had him before. But yeah, alright, they immediately run. Amazing. Look, we're big heroes. We're just gonna get off our horses real quick and lay the beat down. That's all there is to it. Because when you're fighting a general that's on their horse and you're not on their horse, paradoxically, you have a fantastic advantage. Oh, that dude's ability. Oh, he was trying to fool me, because this gives negative 50 morale when they hit you with it. They were trying to trick me. This guy is healing and a negative 50 there. Yeah, they're trying to, because then Ma Teng would have would have fled for sure. You know, he only has like 50 morale. He's just starting out. Very clever. We're just gonna keep our our cavalry on the hunt, such as it is. Don't want to let too many of them get away for free, since if we beat up the army bad enough, we won't have to see it again. After this, we did very well in not taking any damage. I mean, we took, you know, like maybe 2% across a unit or two, but hey, what are you gonna do? You know, we know G militia aren't very good, which is sort of understating how not very good they are. We're just gonna do the best diplomatic stuff. When you recruit, that one makes their faction hate you and everybody that dislikes them like you better. So that'll, yeah, there we go. We get a little bit of public order and some experience from Matong. And then, do we move forward here and first turn fight? Yes. Alright, so... oh boy. Well, Gongdu's here. I just know that he's very strong. What can we learn about him? Okay, he's got a two-handed mace, but it's just like a pretty low damage one relative to some other people's two-handed maces. And the old Slayer of Tyrants is very armored. Why am I afraid of him? Well, I know I'm afraid of him, but I guess we have to move in here, right? We have to take it, and then I guess we'll fight him. Well, the Han will be here too, though, so he has his own problem. Well, it's not like we can move away, right? It's the beginning of the campaign. We have to win. Alright, so how best to win? I imagine what we'll do is just bust in with the generals, right? Here gives us the most routes in. Okay, we were hidden well enough that they are just like inside. I mean, that's okay. I mean, getting shot at by some towers isn't great, but if we can get inside, then, you know, that's one thing, right? And losing a little bit to towers, you know, it's not the end of the world. Hongda gets unique armor, but not a unique weapon. Same for Matong, you know, they can't all be special boys. We'll get some special characters before the end. No, there's other characters that are special already in the faction. And I know they gave Ma Chao. I don't know how to say his name, I should have looked it up. It's not Chiao, though. It's C-H-A-O, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't know how to say anything. They are all inside, but we are going to... Okay, now we've woken them up, maybe? Or not. Well, I'm just gonna send Ma Teng over here, because he has less hit points. And the towers aren't gonna be shooting in there. I don't think the archers are even gonna shoot at our generals, though. If I just stand around them, will we attack? Yeah, there we go. Amazing. Alright, I don't want to be too cute about it, because they are coming at us. Alright, so do they have any spears? No. None of these guys are spears, which means we can carve them up totally, or we can just run inside there and backcap it. No, I mean, carving them up with micro seems better, right? It does. With micro running into towers. You know, micro stuff. I'm unbreakable? Like, okay. Word. And of course, our archers are super bad, but that won't matter if their archers aren't engaged and they can't do anything here. Can we get like a nice roar here? Will that make a difference? Because as soon as some of them start running and then we get a roar, we just need to push through here. These archers are all going to be running. Might be able to get a couple more to run, but now we can just go ahead and start opening up peasant warriors here and here. They're not going to like that. And with this, we should be able to just push through a little bit, right? Right. None of these guys have like the bonus first cavalry spears. Like these are purple spears, and they don't have the charge reflect thing. So I'm pretty sure we can just push through them. I don't know if this is correct. I just hope it's correct, because that's sort of what we're banking on here. We will just want to go this way, though. Maybe they do have the anti-cav mass. They certainly don't have shields, so we can just shoot them up a little bit. And chase the archers over here. They actually came back with their archers a little bit, and we're getting a couple of shots in on the cav, but we were able to break them off, or at least temporarily. But we're about to send them home for good here. A nice little siege. The sort of thing that proves that I conceptually understand a small amount about the game. Still got a ways to go. For example, I got the cavalry out. Maybe not like right on time, but a little bit. It's also a lot easier when you don't have a lot going on, right? Yes, with half of the units to pay attention to, I sometimes do the right thing. Look at me. There's a lot to be proud of here, you know. And we catch them going around here. You know, we got them good by deploying in the trees and made them not know where we were going to be. No, I think they were deployed already, right? It just happened to be inside. I think I just couldn't see him because it was all foggy, right? It was all fogful, as they don't say. Just gonna push through here and then wheel back around. Hit him with the old roar. I was gonna say make sure they don't stay in too long, but that doesn't matter anymore. They're all good now. Our archer militia, like champions, look at that. 31 on one of them, 28 on the other. Hey, Luke. Oh yeah, I was, so you didn't expect to see me on tonight. I was catching up on a bunch of sumo, and then also the World Championships of Total Warhammer, which I totally missed, happened the other day. You know, they are the World Championships. They're not like called that, you know. It's Turin's tournament thing, but it is what the World Championship is. Total Tavern, I think, is the name of it. But yes, we get Young Hunters at level 3, which Matong already is. But we just got to get out of turn 1 in order to get some. Because you can't recruit on turn 1, and we just want to move like right here so that he won't be able to besiege us and lock us out of our stuff. And we already have massive public order problems, right? So what's Matong like? What kind of guy is he, you know? What's he? Alright, so negative income from family estates, yes. We know he comes from a poor background. Silk and Spice faction wide, melee damage, satisfaction. Redeployment cost already. Negative public order. And better recruitment and upkeep for young units. And plus income from peasantry. That's from cruelty, I think, in the public order there, right? And then Macho will grow up in a couple of years. Hualin Li is already very unhappy. Alright, can we just, like, give her a job? We know that we love her. We're not going to want her to go anywhere. Yeah, we'll just make her the Chancellor. That'll make her be paid 350 more. We're going to put her in the army immediately anyway, right? Yeah. It's not like it's acceptable for her to be mad, you know. We've got to keep the wife happy. She is agile, patient, and fiery. And of course, she has a very good bow. And extra ammunition for her own retinue. And so, good stuff there. Top Cloud, you say, have I finished my Terraria series? I have not. I haven't played it in quite some time. I was actually thinking of picking it back up a bit. But, no, I just played, like, a little bit on this world that I made, and I started fishing, and I went up into the clouds some, and that was cool. And then I just, I went off into other things. I don't remember exactly what happened. Maybe Hades 2 came out. That did happen. Alright, so do we spend the money right now? Not here. Probably not, because we want to be able to get up to... We want to be able to get up to our hunters next turn. Do we drop the G Militia already? Probably. But let's see. Alright, what's he got in his army? He's got horse archers. People hate me already, might as well tax. Right. Even with +5 public order, they're just like, we are not happy about you. I mean, a lot of that's the other orders, but you know, maybe Tianfen here with the Han will pop Gongdu. They are within each other's zones, so I guess they're going to have to do that. So maybe that'll give us a little bit of breathing room there. But we're not going to upgrade the horse pasture, even though it's really quite good indeed. Just because we want to save the money, we want to get our units next turn. I guess we'll keep the G Militia for a turn. You hate to do it. Because you can't change your tax rate until you're a marquis, right? Yeah. Alright, so what happens is he gets a little beat up here. And loses some of that. We're already at war with him, right? Yeah. It's like, now if we go in there, how do we get out? Alright, so first of all, we swap these into hunters. Does this tree anything? Unyielding Earth? Sweet! You know, sure, this one's Final Rush, but still, Roar of the Beast and Unyielding Earth is actually really nice because, I mean, Unyielding Earth, wonderful for this. You know, you get caught out a little bit, you pop that on your horse archers that are caught in the melee. Because I was actually just thinking, whenever I started, I was like, man, I bet commanders are really good in this army. I bet their activated abilities are really good with the horse archer set. You know, they get fire arrows and stuff. So pretty cool. All right. And Pengde gets Unbreakable from this. Why was he Unbreakable? He has the trait Stubborn, which gives him Unbreakable. Okay. And it looks like they started me with a War Axe that cannot be equipped. Yes, that is what we were missing. She gets in here. We could get the axe. I'm like, do we keep them here, though? Because she starts with Rain of Fire, and that means all we have to do is somehow get the Horseback Huntsman to engage with something. So I guess we keep the guys with shields. We do not keep these militia. Even for the fight? No, we're not paying them. Is it time to do the Braveheart thing? If they're dead, they cost nothing. This feels like maybe I can't get back, but we're gonna do it. No, this'll make him better at fighting.
就算要一统天下，也轮不到董卓老贼的份。他怎么可能让天下长久太平？
Beware of yellow turban recruitment punishment. Ah, yes.
我们必须打败他这种狗贼。天下可不。
I honestly just figured I was supposed to do this, you know. I'm heavily motivated by what I believe I'm supposed to do. Ha! A lie. Alright, so what we're gonna do is... Alright, these guys have like a Zound of ammo, right? We're gonna go up here and we're just gonna snipe Gongdu. We're just gonna shoot him with this bow until we can't anymore. He's got 70% armor. I bet we'll be alright. We're just gonna do that. These horseback archers aren't as good at fighting as ours are. You want to brawl, bro? I'm not gonna accept. I bet you're better at fighting than I am. Because we've got like better range. So if we just want to sit here and shoot them, sure, we'll lose some to the trees, but that's okay. And we're just gonna snipe a Gongdu, and then we're gonna be messy with our main dudes too, right? We're just gonna provoke them a little bit. All right, they've used their ability for damage, so we're gonna run away now. Huan Li just wants to run up. Pop a good ability here. And all we have to do is remember that our cavalry would have been really useful about now. You know, the rest of our crew probably would too. Why are we fighting alone up here? We could just leave. We can't, though. We're too invested, and I don't know if I can get my tongue away from those guys in the trees. Goodness gracious. Alright, so we are certainly locked in here now. Alright, let's get out. Alright, and now... Right, I sent him after... Right, why am I still doing that? Smart. Hit the roar here. Mateng separated from the cavalry who are fighting spears and not these guys now. Awesome. Wow, what a bad fight. What a bad fight. And we're freezing too. Alright. Well, the old dismount and fight strategy not really working here. Pretty bad play. Oh, well that's because we only got down with one of them. Alright, let's get down here. See if we can turn it around by taking a shocking amount of casualties. Yeah, that'll help. That'll help. Nothing like taking a shocking amount of casualties to help. That's what I always say. Alright, we are sure not making contact with them, huh? I guess they're not exactly surrounded by our guys. Our marauders get sent in to their doom. These guys are pulled back. Our archers are all the way in the back. Alright, looks like we're gonna lose, maybe? I think so. Yeah. Yep, I think we lose. Yeah, because all the militia are running now. Our archers were just, you know, comically far away. And I think Mateng is going to run before he can roar. But it looks like we might be turning it around a little bit. Great news. By losing our entire army, we might have taken the field. This is something to really write the Emperor about. You want to duel me? Alright, we'll get back on our horses. We'll run our archer militia hilariously late to the party in here. These guys are getting carved up by horse archers because we're ignoring them. That's sort of like what our faction's supposed to be about, is carving people up with horse archers while they're ignoring them, and instead we're just losing. Not ideal. I mean, not just losing. We actually appear to be winning. I just am a little reticent to believe that, given what we've done heretofore. Because, yeah, we don't actually have a way to deal with their horse archers, do we? But if my game crashes, that's a way to deal with it. Did we get back on our horses? No, we didn't. We just said to and then moved away too quick. Awesome. Great. Good, even. Well, that might be why we can't catch anyone. It's okay. While losing a campaign at the start is traditional, losing a battle that you should win this badly. Not exactly traditional. I guess it's fine. Could have just tried to pull away whenever I decided it was a bad idea in the first place. I just didn't feel like it would work. It still doesn't. Now we're pinned by a bunch of horse archers, so we just get shot by them for a long time. Again, this is supposed to be what we did, and I messed it all up.
又进了一步。
准备，射击！准备开战！注意！
准备好了，准备就绪。
准备好了，时机已至。
Just please try to get on your horse.
顽强不屈。准备开战。时机已至。准备就绪。胜利就在眼前。
Alright, they are now considering getting on their horses. And just in time. Wow. What a win, huh? Here's if Epra is called. It's got a piece of parchment for you. Ridiculous. And of course, we managed to use 2 of her 10 use abilities, which would have been very good indeed for this whole team. Really bad play overall. What are you gonna do, right? Not like surprisingly bad play, just bad. You know, I bet having our crummy archers in range of him would have helped a lot. A lot of things would have helped a lot. Just bad choices. Bad map to fight on, right? Like, I want totally open space. I don't want to see a tree at all. And here we are fighting in a bunch of trees. I don't think we want default guard mode with this faction. I think setting them to chase people is fine. Alright, so we probably lost the campaign there, but it could be fine. It just depends on whether or not we can get back home in time. Because it looks like we popped his army bad enough to where they don't get to stay on the field, right? And that is what happened. We win in a great fashion, and we do not get back. We marched to get home. Yeah, that's at least something, right? We just don't want to be there overnight. Maybe we should have marched in that direction. But I think in one turn that it would take me to get there, he would be able... Oh yeah, that garrison has cav and stuff. My guys are super beat up. We're gonna have to go home, right? Alright, so... we go across the bottom to get reach for him, so we don't need to go that for him. But this would be 1 level slower to get to his cool abilities. How good is the stuff at the top, though? Fatigue resistance we're already getting, assuming that we even use them. I mean, for a long time. Scare, morale, blah. Reinforce rage and encourage, meh. Guerrilla deployment, not that important since we are all mobile officers, yeah. So maybe the bottom is fine. And then if we actually have Spear Guard, yeah, I mean, just getting there faster is okay. And then we can, I mean, do the same thing with Matong, but right now we can make him the commanding general, because that's going to get us, you know, a little bit more movement. So that should be alright. Now we're going to drop the G Militia now. And the Axe Band? Yeah.
唯有扫清六合，天下才能正气如火，熊熊不息。
And then lose the game. I don't know, maybe. We can give her this sick war axe that swings real quick. Like, alright, so I have access to an assignment, but... Well... Alright, so a couple more and then we'll get a replen bonus. Good news, getting 2 more units is exactly what I wanted to do. Alright, so before too long, his army's going to be back. So it might be worth it to hold on to these crummy militia. Maybe. They're 70 each. If we just turn them into like 1 spear guard, what does that do for us? It gives us 1 unit of brace spears to fight in the middle of that can be shot at. Doesn't sound too good, does it? We don't have formations. We're gonna give him a nice clay dog. It's a very nice dog. No, we'll give him the stone pig. That's even nicer, right? Don't move them, right? Because we want the replen exactly from mustering. I often forget, but here it is where I want it to be too against them. I guess we should go to ambush and try to catch them. Now we get 10% more replenishment, and now we need to get one more thing. But like, can we hit them right now? Yes. And that means we probably should do it right now, right? Because does Gongdu have anything else? Even if he does. Alright, because if we can get it right now before he's in an army. Sure, they're mustering up, but... Yeah, because right now we've got a half-strength Teng. Fine. But no, there are 2 units of cavalry inside here, right? I guess we just have to balance... Well, we'll have 33% more horse archers next turn. If we wait 1 more turn... Yeah, I feel like waiting is more of a risk than not waiting, right? Because all we have to do this, all we have to do is win 1 potentially tough fight here on the mind map. And why will it be tough? It'll be tough because these guys could have good abilities. Do they, though? She has the negative 50 morale ability. And he has the preach thing. And we'll swing faster. Alright, so we need to snipe her. Otherwise, she's going to be able to make people run. Yes. Alright, well. We've brought 398 troops to the fight.
能一起并肩作战，真是太棒了。
The thing is, though, is while we do not outrange the towers, we do outrange their archers, right?
以告天下。准备开战，准备好了，骑兵就绪，准备就绪，做好准备，准备好了，停住，时机已至，在。 做好准备。做好准备。骑兵听命。鼓起勇气。抓紧。
Alright, so they're gonna let us get in.
顽强不屈。
And then we can get on this side.
赶快，鼓起勇气。
准备就绪，注意，
Because once we grab the towers, we can, like, fire arrow down these or whatever. You know, or whatever.
鼓起勇气。
跑起来！
Unfortunately, though, my move over to this side has made them notice we are here, which is not ideal. It would have been better to try to get it for free. And they do have their cav here, so this is perilous.
停住！准备好了，杀！
顽强不屈，快点，跑步。
You know, we should have walked away a little bit before now. Oh my goodness, I definitely...
加快步伐，
快速前进。
准备就绪。
telling you right now, she's not going to get to use all of her arrows. We used one of them. There's that. All right, so that was a failure. We did not get in. I don't have a plan. We could leave and lose the game. That seems good.
准备开战！
准备开战，
鼓起勇气！
挺住，准备好了。
Alright, we can duel her. Her negative morale thing won't matter there. I'm still getting shot in the trees. Oh my goodness. Alright, well this will at least go well, because her only real move is this negative morale thing, and it won't affect us that negatively. We're just going to get around this side of the towers. No, we won't. That's right, the other tower covers it. Well,
听命，鼓起勇气，赶快。
here we go.
给我射击！注意！万箭齐发，蛇骨断筋。
Because this guy is better at dueling than Pongdo is. He's got really good weapons, and he's got faster strength, or faster speed due to his stuff. He's got good evasion. I think he would beat Pongdo in a duel, but
准备就绪，
please stop getting shot by the towers. I'm begging you
准备
guys.
开战。
Alright, so we're shooting at the peasant archers. I don't know how much of this is working. We're just going to keep doing it.
注意，
做好准备，
时机已至。go，准备好了，在。 准
They're just like fighting in the mud out here. Am I getting shot? I think we're okay, you know. And by shooting just a ton of our arrows, we are able to get rid of 1 unit of peasant archers. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I was thinking that this would be a good way to get rid of a very dangerous foe. Doesn't look like it's working, though. Because we're just so beat up. It's my own fault. Don't know what I expected. You know, he at least gets a whole ton of his HP back, and then gets absolutely murdered by the towers while he gets back on his horse. Like, oh my goodness, how sporting, right? So it's like a real me thing to do. Please get on your horse, buddy. All right. So that went well, but we would lose that fight, so we can't take it. Why did I take this fight? You know, you get too used to playing as one faction, right? Like, Guan Yu could have done it, but Guan Yu also could have beat all of these people in a fight, and my guy can't, because they have different names. They just both wear green hats. They're not the same dude. Anyway, since we've taken away all of our infantry, there's no even hope of, like, maneuvering, right? We just have to go in here against a vastly superior foe, against towers we can't knock down. Oh well, I guess it's a fine time to lose it, right? Not too invested yet. Plenty of time to give up and do something else. I mean, there isn't. Please stop standing in front of it. I am begging you to stop trying to go around the wrong way. Alright. Got him there and there. Hit a roar here. Hey, Protoss. Say like 194. Maybe we'll try that after we fail this campaign, right? That seems nice.
我军士兵正在四散而逃，加速前进！
骑兵上马，时机已至，挺住，加速前进，不要留情，加快脚步，杀光敌军，动作快点，
加快速度！
挺住，顽强不屈，准备好冲锋了吗？赶快进攻！准备好了，进攻！
注意，进攻！
除灭敌军！弓箭准备，注意，冲啊！射杀敌军！发射！
But all of our calves about to break.
我军士卒仓皇逃命，真乃丧家之犬！
And our generals both flipped out.
大军准备，
Probably a good thing in retrospect.
片甲不留，准备开战！冲啊！注意，蛇骨断击！
Say sorry you haven't come to streams recently. Well, I'm sure you have stuff going on, and it's good to see you.
准备就绪，
我军正在败
And
退，
we lose.
准备射击！
我军将领悉数阵亡，我军。
I don't know what I expected. I guess I thought that each unit of horse archers would get rid of more than one unit of archers,
还
and
没
they
完，
don't.
只是输了一场罢了。
They're also not full strength, but
再打下
anyway,
去就完了。开战！
yeah. Let's see if we get a game over for it. I assume we do, but maybe not. Looks like we're gonna have to go to replenishment all the same. I'm clearly too bad at the game to not get it. Well, we might be able to retreat through the mountain line because it's so messy. And then he'll move up here and take this while we're stuck.
正在行进。
Alright, even in March he couldn't catch us here, so we're just gonna run through the mountains, you know, for 4 turns while he takes this. Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
大人召我，荣幸之至。
稍事休息。
大人，有何吩咐？力求上进，前进，振作起来！
敌人包围了你的城镇，他们想要在你出击前削弱你。
回归原状，做好准备。
吾等提案在此，还请过目。那就如此吧。
准备就绪，时机已至，挺住，射手准备，准备开战。
Alright, see what our towers can get us here. What do I do in this game? I lose. You try to take over China. It's set like 1800 years ago. And so on one level of the campaign map, you're administering like a, you know, to your regions. You're buying new buildings and you're recruiting generals and armies. And then on this layer, you're fighting the armies, or if you're me, you're you know, doing it very badly. Am I not allowed to choose who the towers shoot at this point? They're not letting me. Well, sometimes they let you pick who the towers shoot. I guess I haven't earned that. Anyway, they're shooting at some of them, and that's good.
准备就绪，加快速度。
看，敌军逃跑了。
弓箭准备。
But this is the very beginning of this campaign, and what I'm doing is losing. I made an overly aggressive play earlier, and then I followed it up with another overly aggressive play. I'm not very good. I just dreamed super big, and I'm paying for it right now. But maybe we can pop this scholar with the towers. Alright, let me select some of them. No. Oh my goodness, please don't. Oh, okay. So sometimes they'll be like, oh, you want me to shoot at them? I'm going to physically run all the way over there to make that happen, which is not what I meant. That is not it at all. That is not it at all. But the rest of them are showing up soon. Hopefully we'll pop this guy. He's just level 2, so yeah, that's excellent actually. He's just level 2, so he might be actually gone, and he had a pretty strong setup, so him being gone is good. Of course, this is like our only city. We've got like a little bit of other land. None of it is worth anything. We're super poor. We can't even pay for our army, and our army can't beat him. So, not a promising beginning to a campaign, but it's not the worst thing that's ever happened. I've lost harder. I've definitely lost worse before. Nothing springs to mind though.
看，敌军逃跑了。 国军士兵正在四散而逃。
Alright, well, you know, the very limited amount of tower value made it all worth it. Hey, and then we took that tower again, and that'll count for something for a very small amount until I take it again. Not really sure how we got in here, but we're gonna run out in front of these towers. You know, maybe that'll you know, just don't get got, guys. Just run away. Should be easy enough. Like, maybe if we run away hard enough, we'll live. You know, this is pretty funny, because this is incredibly annoying, but realistic, right? You know, why would we be trying to stay? We're just archers. But if we can get them to follow us out, then this tower will shoot them, but I don't think we can. Yeah, let's, yeah, okay, now we lose. We lose a little bit of ammo, and that's enough. But good news, now we get to lose the game.
此为苍生黎民之天下，非暴虐诸侯之天下。
Pathetic. Just a really, really bad showing. Dong Zhuo is probably going to declare war on us because we're weak. Get a tower. Maybe we can lean on a tower to win.
我会对你仁慈一些的，你自找的。
You switch to Minecraft civilization with countries. I've heard vaguely of that kind of thing. It seems very interesting.
开战！
But yeah, but it's also character driven. So this is like a historical period in China called the Three Kingdoms period. And so like this guy Ma Teng, he's a real guy, and almost everybody that we run into for a little while is a real, you know, like an actual real life person. Of course, it was a long time ago, so they are no longer with us, but they were once, you know, actual people. But there's like a really culturally important book called Romance of the Three Kingdoms that was written like 1,000 years after this. But so these guys are regular appearing figures in like Chinese opera and TV shows and movies and stuff. So like a lot of the guys that we'll be running into and playing as are quite famous indeed. This guy's like, he's not like one of the biggest names in there, but he's still very important. So the problem is that I don't have a way to take that city, and I can't afford to make my army any better. Guess I'll quit? No, that's even dumber than every other idea I've had. We'll recruit Yu Jin and steal his swords. This seems expensive, but it's worth it. Because his swords are really very good indeed. And that'll make her a lot better at smashing things. Nobody else can use the swords, even though they are much tankier. None of these guys can, anyway. Not nobody else. And I guess we just go ahead and cut him loose, because I can't afford to pay him. He's like a cool character and all, I just, you know, I'm just going to steal his swords and get rid of him. It's 100 a turn to pay for him, right? And we're broke. But the swords... Well, just not like... He's not one of the biggest name guys in my head. Like, is this thing crashing? I'll turn everything down. I don't care. I just don't understand what in these very reasonable settings should be making things weird. Like building detail. It's like I don't care. Just stop it. Trees. Like, it's not even playing in 4K. Like, this is 1440. I have a 4080 Super. I'm about to scream. Whatever, just sweet. Oh, we do it every now and then. It recently became known to me that I almost have the most wheat in the world, as far as can be told. But alright, so he wants a water clock. That means I have a water clock. Dong Zhuo gets popped. Yeah, what a good job I did, guys. Alright, and now we just sit and wait here for him to come to us and then beat us, I guess? I guess. It sounds dumb when I say it. Oh, that Fugon person that was grown up had a water clock on them.
亦会有
Child comes of age. I don't expect that to help us any. We're not going to be able to afford to even bring his retinue out, are we? I don't think so. Makes the upkeep slightly cheaper. That's good. We just steal his spear for his dad right now, because... he's in an army right now, and now we just go here and try to beat them. Okay, so they moved forward without mustering fully because they wanted to be aggressive, be aggressive, but they're in my lands, which means now we have a way to move forward against them. We may not be able to get back. Oh, with that curve, we probably won't get back to ours in time, but hey, what are you going to do, right? Fight in a forest again? Alright. So they've got a bit of cav and a lot of really beat up troops. And we have some guys with very nice weapons. Let's see how that goes. Indeed. Lots of spearmen. They just got just a spear here and there, and then on the yellow turban horseman. Which should melt if we can get a red charge onto him. Or even a Cheong Hunter charge, who do very big damage in melee, right, at 52. Decently evasive as well, the Cheong Hunter. Of course, I don't have fire arrows. If I did, I still don't know how it would have went at the mine. We still probably would have lost. But we have a tower now, and that's good. You want to duel me? I've never even heard of you. Yes, I accept. We'll take all these duels. Because we recently got the good weapons. Of course, one of these guys, you know, I should have checked. This guy might be able to... You know, if he gives me negative 50 morale, then we'll just run, and that'll be very bad indeed, won't it? Well, it wouldn't be the first time that I made a super bad choice in a duel that made me lose the game. Alright, so he is roundly losing this duel. Wow.
你的战友正遭受
Okay,
攻
she's
击
got silver weapons and swings 32 times a minute. I gave him a gold weapon and thought he would just win a fight. He's not gonna win a fight. He's not good at fighting. I ran him into their forces and got him unhorsed. Man, I'm so bad. I don't know if I should play this game anymore. I'm so bad at it. Yeah, like, what's even the point anymore? I guess we should just give up. Let somebody else run China. And she just gets absolutely deleted by this person who's doing like Guan Yu levels of damage. Absolutely disgusting. And that's how we lost the game. The auto said we were gonna win, right? I could have taken the auto and won. Maybe it'll give me a crash. Maybe it'll crash and that'll give me an excuse to take the auto and win rather than lose the campaign. Alright, so we pop her at least. And we charge in our guys into that for no reason, because I'm dumb. Just run them into all the spears, that'll be good. Could have brought him in front of the tower like I talked about. Didn't. Fought in the trees like I said we shouldn't do. Whole big part of the map that's not trees, and we fought in the part that's trees. Garbage play.
敌军士兵正在溃逃，注意，停住，快跑！
She lost her horse too, unlike Peng De. He is not going to be able to stand up and she is not going to be able to stand up and fight in the middle of it. Not that he is much either. They shatter. Can't get disengaged long enough to charge. Alright, if we can get in here, she's got -8 leadership, but she's not necessarily going to run away. After all, these peasant spearmen aren't that brave either. Alright, a couple more seconds here. He's unbreakable. He's got 7,000 hit points. We'll be fine, right? Yeah, we can just carve him up. Probably break those guys with a charge. Need to keep them away from the tower. Looks like we're breaking him here.
敌军士兵正在退跑。
Excellent. Army loss in him? Army loss in him. Clean. Knew we could do it. Of course, we've won by getting totally deleted again. Great. Well, if I go, oh, I would just go to bed. I have to go to bed really soon anyway, so it was really just me being overly dramatic. Like, don't crash now. Who's still here? Oh, those axes must have been unbreakable or something. Alright. And we just need to chase down some of these guys.
时时已尽，无法继续射击了。
Man, what a terrible fight. The Arch Militia didn't shoot at all. Like, not after I won, you don't. Stand him in the fire. Got it. I don't think we can get to a fire in time. Yeah. We did not get him to a fire in time. Man.
下之于地，上参于天。职责所在。
Well, at least we deleted the army again, right? And
重
we're
新守阵，追寻
outside
荣
of
耀
replenishment range, of course. Alright, you take the spear. Yeah, that is the bright side. We can't afford them, but she can, you know, we could
把我
just...
惹怒了。
Why didn't I get rid of those Archer Militia a long time ago? That's a good question.
莫要急躁。
大人，有何贵干？
Bye, Proto. Thanks for stopping in. So we can afford, like, 2 more. Should have went up that way. We needed fire arrows. Why wasn't I thinking?
安营扎寨。
Hey, it makes food in an encampment. That's good. So, a daughter's been born. That's very good. This guy's here now. That's not very good. He's already declared war on me. We just go to ambush and hope he walks into us, I guess. And we're just gonna be like the incredibly broke guy that doesn't ever get any more land except for what he starts out with. It sounds really dumb when I say it that way. And yet I don't see a different path forward, so I guess we're just gonna do it.
立刻群敌。
And they've got their little rebellion.
回归原状，释放怒火吧！ 胸有成竹，则可决胜千里。这是何人？哼，无所谓。天下瞩目，正在今日。
Maybe
顽强不屈，
maybe they built something nice while I was away.
准备开战。准备好了。武器有气，准备就绪，快点！ 敌人察觉到我军了，加快速度！时机已至，做好准备，顽强不屈。
We'll just get shot like so much by towers on the approach,
准备就绪，速速前进。
as is tradition.
速速前进！
友军正在遭受攻击，
准备好了，赶紧！
时机已至，赶快，赶快，进军！
做好准备，加快脚步，加快速度，加速前进！注意，加快速度，速速前进！挺住，准备开战！做好准备，片甲不留！赶快，赶快！准备好了，顽强不屈！不要留情，挺住！快快快！加快脚步！注意，尽情厮杀！跑起来！快跑！赶快赶快！杀呀！时机已至，
挺住！
Oh no, she got stuck on the spirit guards while I was paying attention over here. Well, that's great.
准备就绪，
Well, the good news is that we're fighting G Militia here.
做好准备。
时机已至，
Bad news is that apparently they're braced even though they're fighting, and she got knocked off her
仓皇逃
horse.
窜，一起
That's
作
exactly what we didn't need to happen. Alright, I guess now we panic and move everybody in. Seems fine.
勇气，片甲不留，顽强不屈，准备开战，
顽强不屈。
注意，蛇骨断筋，做好准备，挺军，挺住，
加快速度。快点！
注意，速速前进，赶快行动，射杀敌军，动作快点，
跑起来！在我号令。压光敌军。
给我杀！时机已至，跑起来！
准备开战！鼓起勇气，快跑！快！不要留情！
杀呀！骑兵准备，
骑兵注意！顽强不屈，准备迎敌！拿起武器，杀！
在，诛灭敌军，上！骑兵听命，挺住！
杀呀！
你太弱了，
Alright, I guess we shouldn't duel sentinels. Why don't I learn? I'm like, our armor's fine, their evasion's not that good, their swing's not that good, their weapon's bad, and they still beat me. Nobody can explain it.
诛灭敌军！
I mean, anybody can explain why I refuse to learn any lesson ever. It's not that hard. I'm an idiot. It's just that most people are actually dumber than me somehow, so they don't notice.
准备好了，杀光敌军，准备好了，鼓起勇气，
挺住！加快脚步！冲啊！诛灭敌军！
时机已至，快跑！进军，动作快点儿！
Oh, and then she totally shotguns Matong. Great. Loving wife.
开战！
片甲不留！
But I guess he did call her to battle here, like, right after getting birth, so you can sympathize a bit with old girl. Alright, by the way, you can't get this many horse archers effectively in. They can't do anything. You can get shot by archers, which is, like, exactly what you don't want. Man, I'm so bad at this game.
将已被我军斩了！
Every single thing I said I wanted to do, I can't do. Because I'm so bad. I'm like, we'll play like horse archers. We're not. We're fighting like regular archers in the streets, I guess. Alright, so what do we do different next time? We play a traditional Han campaign. We play a traditional Han campaign. And we transition to horse archers on turn 50 or something. And yeah, that'll be fine. Because this clearly isn't working. I'm not good. So we'll just play a normal Hun campaign. We'll get trebuchets and crossbows and spear guard. And it makes me feel sick to think about having special horse archers and not using them. But clearly I suck. So we're gonna have to, if we want to play the faction, we just can't play the faction. I'm getting all bitter. Maybe I should go to bed.
快跑！进攻！诛灭敌军！你太弱了！杀！准备好了，发射！上！顽强不屈！
It's like all these units seem better when they're using them against me. It's probably me that's the problem, huh? Probably me that's bad. Probably. Probably doing a lot of work in that sentence.
进攻！骑兵听命！
士兵正在溃逃。
骑兵准备。今日此胜，乃承天之恩泽。我将为天下苍生效力。发动农民。
It's too expensive to swap it over now. This is 16 turns of wasted time. 15 turns of wasted time. The first turn would have been getting here. But they've given us a debating pavilion that gives us 4 prestige, so good. Great. Alright.
这是我们的提议，如此只得作罢。
I didn't even see anybody.
吾等根深叶茂，无往不利。此城若现，黑暗将至。天下瞩目，正在今日。在，听众，准备开战，鼓起勇气。准备好了，挺住，顽强不屈。骑兵准备。
Like, I don't actually know where they are. Maybe they'll be this way. Oh no, they're that way. Great.
敌军诡计多端，竟然设伏于此。
They're so much smarter than I am. Oh, they were over there too. Wow. Amazing.
时机已至，骑兵上马，跑起来！进军，冲啊！准备就绪，时机已至，顽强不屈，速速前进！快，动作快点！手鼓断金！注意，做好准备，天下不留，准备开战，不要留情，齐手就绪。
在，准备，射击！
时机已至，在，进攻！我方战友有难，正在遭受攻击。鼓起勇气，
顽强不屈，加速前进！
做好准备，杀！准备就绪，在。注意，做好准备，进军，顽强不屈，加快速度，上！鼓起勇气，尽情泄愤吧！ 军仓皇逃窜，一群懦夫，尽情厮杀，准备就绪。
My tongue gets popped.
将领不幸阵亡，守住阵线。
These two get pretty juiced combat stats. Not like it's gonna matter, I'm so bad at this game. Yeah, because they're gonna get in before I can do anything about it, right? If we toss this oil right now... then some of this cavalry might move on to it a little bit. But yeah, but all the rest of them are gonna get in. While we're losing this fight out here, they are just getting inside the city. Amazing. So bad at this game.
我军士卒仓皇逃命，真乃丧家之犬。跑起来！
Oh wow, she... rather than shooting down that way, she shot this way, into my own guys. Awesome. She doesn't think that we can win either. The way this game will redistribute itself is perplexing. Yeah, they just walk all the way around it. Brilliant. Maybe we can stand here in front of these towers and win, though. No, because they're just gonna chew up the cav out there and then come in. Oh well, what are you gonna do, right? She thought about using her ability. She's still thinking about it. Please use it. Alright. Let me knock those guys off. That at least did something. Certainly some splash damage, but while on the with their juiced up attack and those gold swords, gets their big man to run. We're gonna follow it up with the bash here. And she shotguns down the line. Maybe we'll get to keep up this failure of a campaign a little longer.
四散而逃，到底是无胆鼠辈。
Alright, well. Heroic victory, indeed. Man, I'm so bad at this game.
我等信念如一，这便是上天的恩赐。
We get the dual war axes though, so that's at least something.
不能再消耗物资看压他们了。勇
Not
夺
least
荣耀
because we deny them to their faction. And now we have to save the Emperor. You know, not because we can, but because we're gonna lose. So we might as well lose trying to do the right thing, right?
"定筹壮志，一扫污浊，以逸待劳，静候敌军。
It's like maybe they'll walk into the ambush. Well, they predict a crushing defeat despite our superior forces. Well, okay. Maybe that's because we're in an ambush and I am really bad at doing ambushes. But how does the computer know that? So their army's super beat up, so too is mine. Come on. I'm gonna cry.
顽强不屈，赶快！鼓起勇气，时机已至，时机已至。敌军四散而逃，到底是无胆鼠辈。
I guess plenty of their troops do retreat, and then we ambush the back of the column. Which, you know, that's just fine, right? That's still an ambush. We still won. We're still replenishing. He won't be as much. Alright, so we We win. Kinda. Or do we? I find this very vexing. I'm terribly vexed.
Yeah. 大义将临，莫敢不从。谨遵命令。战斗无法解决所有问题，足下深思熟虑，英明决断。
Alright, so he went all the way over there. He's recruiting there. I can't get him. We have to pop this rebellion, which hopefully will be eliminated in a single hit.
万民之声不可小觑，勇夺荣耀，追寻荣耀。
And he's like stuck kind of far in there. Of course, he's replenishing, and I can't afford this army for more than a couple more turns. So really, he's fine, and I'm the one who's not. But he elected to march into foreign lands. Hanjin has declared war on us. Good for him. Alright, so we move here and take this settlement because he's on the wrong side of the river.
消灭敌军。下之于地，上参于天。我虽有所晋升，但仍心系苍生。
And we gain momentum. We'll send him on assignment. Coffin March, very grim, love it. Get our melee evasion unbreakable. Invincible dash.
坚持不懈。一扫污浊。
Yep, he takes the pass, of course, because he had to take something, right? It was abandoned, so that should mess him up pretty bad. And then we'll hope that he just moves out and we can ambush him. Because now, on turn 20, we're where we should have been on turn 4. I don't want to sound bitter about it or anything. I thought we were going to get a game over, so really, this is doing very well, actually. This dude's about to leave. I mean, I guess we just let him. Guess we just let him. Yeah, we'll get somebody else, right? Someone who wants to be here someday. Give us a little dog. You don't deserve him. Sent home assignment. That's good. We got our quest, and then we can drop him. That's good too, because now he's gone. Of course, now that Dongmin's at war with us, probably gonna lose all that. But hey, what are you gonna do? Fail pretty drastically at your goals? Yes.
我只能忍了。
Oh, this was this fella. Yeah, sure. 618 for 10 turns. That'll take care of the money problems. I mean, not take care of them, but...
保持原样，拿起武器。 今日此胜，乃承天之恩泽。正在行进。
But now he's at an impasse, right? Because it's such a long route over here to Wudu, and this pass is not advantageous to him. So even though we're not like in a great spot, given that we can't defend our land against Dongmin either. But maybe he won't be able to do anything against us. Or maybe we're going to have a Lubu army breathing down our neck in one turn. It's hard to say. He's got himself in a deliciously bad spot on the map, and let me tell you, nobody has ever pitied somebody less than me whenever I see a computer having a hard time moving around in Total War. I feel nothing for them. Now, if we get any more troops, we can't pay for them in 10 turns.
说话小心点。
This is enough to beat his army, albeit not roundly. He doesn't know what to do now. He's like marching all around. He's having a time. I'll say that being fraternal is more important. We can't get to him in time.
以柔克刚。 以逸待劳，静候敌军。
Maybe he'll walk into our zone of control here. We have another rebellion to deal with. Nope, he goes back that way. Good for him.
足下答复，那就下次吧。
回归原状。
我
我等信念如一，这便是上天的恩赐。
Alright, if we just ambush here, maybe we can get him to move further forward somehow. Getting closer to Replin, which is going to help us push forward. Hopefully. No. No boost here. We can't fight him. We don't have anything that can fight him. And Zhang Liao's here too. And they do, yeah, they're
胸怀中正。 稍事休息。奋力一战。
要想活命，就考虑一下。
We could give him all of our... We could give him absolutely everything.
我方记下了。
Successful girl.
"廉洁奉公。
我们师出有名，必须狠狠地打。
Alright.
今日与君并肩作战，我三生有幸。
如朱雀般高飞吧，飞向胜利。
我方援兵抵达，准备好了。
Alright.
准备开战，赶快行动！
I have a lot of red cav. See, this is where we want to fight, on this side of the mountains. If it's about to crash, then I just won't be surprised. I just don't know how much more I can turn down. I mean, I can turn everything down and see if the game still crashes. Like, no shadows. Like, if we make it worse, will it run? My computer should be able to do it, but just because it should be able to doesn't mean it can. Nope, it won't run. It still is gonna crash. I don't know. My computer's so strong, it just doesn't work. So they don't have a whole bunch of cav. Oh, we're getting shot by the tower. Come on now. Oh my goodness, please, for the love. Oh, there's oil right there. That was probably what did all the damage. Yeah, we accidentally ran over the oil that they had set in the trees. No, we lit it on fire with our attack. Okay, that's what it was. Well, if they want to fight over here in the trees, hopefully we just won't lose too much HP to towers. If they go back through there, then that's probably not going to be too good for them. Yeah, the oil is still working there, so they don't want to be doing that. This is such a good block of guys. If I can just shoot down here, we might be able to get a lot of damage here. Please shoot. Beautiful. She gets up to 164 kills. Very nice indeed. We're going this way. Yeah, we'll accept that duel. I think that's fine. Oh no. Oh my god, they immediately lose a ton of models. Right, we charged into them, but the them is Lubu and Zhongliao. Yeah, okay, so how do we do this then? I guess we don't. I guess we just lose. We could try to get a slightly stronger army and hope that the auto-resolve gives it to us. Because, yeah, the, our Cav Archer play isn't working at all. It's not working at all. It's worse than useless. So, I guess... Well, you know, we take out... but, yeah, I mean, what's the point of playing a faction if you aren't going to try to play, you know, who they are? So I guess we just... Every way I can think of to do this better involves not playing the faction like the factions, so I guess maybe just not play them. I don't know. I just can't see any route to victory. I don't know what I expected. I thought the units were just gonna kind of work, and they definitely don't. They don't work. Not for me.
区，加快脚步，准备就绪，杀光敌军。准备开战。
Alright, I should have remembered that ability. That would have been good.
敌将受手，
蛇骨断筋，注意，
But maybe we just pop Blue Boo?
顶住，
Okay, yeah.
速速
Well, that's
前进
good.
冲啊！
Now we just gotta try to find a way to win the rest of the fight.
注意，杀呀！
骑兵注意，加速前进，
Getting our last cavalry stuck on dudes feels bad.
准备好了，
Might be able to pull this out though.
尽情厮杀。
We are, after all, in my territory, so winning this fight is better for me than them.
准备开战，跑起来，快快快！
哈，敌军士兵正在溃逃，
做好准备，杀光敌军，
诛灭敌军，
顶住，片甲不留，射杀敌军，
It's a bunch of G militia now.
跑起来，在
Of course, Gongdu is still there,
射击，
which means once this is done, if we win, which is not a foregone conclusion,
时机已至，赶快赶快，时机已至，给我射击，
顽强不屈，
鼓起勇气，诛灭敌军。
then we're still going to have to deal with the Yellow Turbans, who are better at fighting than we are, and smarter.
杀呀！
They're taller and have glossier hair. They jump higher.
下不留，
They're a lot better at the game than we are, but maybe we'll win anyway.
准备就绪，
You know, sometimes the best player doesn't win.
开战，
Sometimes the best team loses,
好
right?
准备，
I'm from Arkansas, so every single week that our sports teams play, I hear people talk about how we're actually better than we are. And if you think about it, losing the game didn't count because, you know, we're better than the results. So maybe by those metrics I am good, but I'm not actually good. This is not working.
准备好了，
停，准备开战，
我军士卒仓皇逃命，真乃丧家之犬。
That was actually a pretty nice shot there.
做好准备，顶住，加速前进，
注意，尽情厮杀，
冲啊！
准备就绪，诛灭敌军，
顽强不屈，蛇骨断筋，不要留情，
杀光敌军，进军，顽强不屈，
一手就绪，诛灭敌军，
鼓起勇气，离胜利又近了一步，加快脚步，
杀呀！
动作快点，在，速速前进，进攻，杀呀！
跑起来，在，
Hey, we win. Yeah,
做好准备，
winning.
片甲不留，
Alright, let's get the biggest problem creatures
时机已至，发出武器，
and get on. What are they? Axe Band, Spear Guard.
准备开战，行军，注意，进战，
顽强不屈，
Anything with a shield.
片甲不留。事时已尽，无法继续射击了。
Portland Lee gets 734 kills this battle, really putting the whole thing on her back. And that'll unlock, assuming we don't crash, the title that gives you terror, which maybe we'll be able to use to not lose the game in the event that it doesn't crash here. If it does, then we've just got a 13-minute battle for nothing. Yeah. Well on thee. 737 kills. My girl. We choke him with telekinesis, just like super far away, and Lubu falls
大
over.
义将临，
Get wrecked.
莫敢不从。
He gets wounded, which makes him fully healed again. Lady Ju would work for me, and she's awesome. I can't pay her, though. Like, 500 is too expensive. I really wish that I could afford to bring her into the army.
他们受的苦也够多了，放他们回家去吧。
But Lubu is out of commission for this turn, which means the follow-up will work just fine.
"下之于地，上参于天，都是为各自信念而战罢了。
And we get a big chunk of money.
那就这么办吧。
And now they would accept peace, you know, on more favorable terms. He does not want to marry a successful girl into my faction, however. I guess we just leave her up there and reason that after she takes my land, I'll just have to deal with it. I can't leave these fellows up here. This land is worth more to me than the horse pasture is, isn't it? Probably.
"敢问意下如何？""甚善，再会。"
Mayan comes of age, just in time for us to not be able to give her a spot anywhere. Hopefully she's not super unsatisfied already.
拿起武器！
切谈几句，难题迎刃而解。
为了天下苍生。
Alright, so
请坐，来谈
if
谈
we
吧。
just peace out here. Then she won't take my land. And we'll get a little bit of money.
坚持不懈。
So I don't particularly want to have to deal with this extra front war whenever I can't even win this one.
怒吼吧！ 我等信念如一，这便是上天的恩赐。
25 turns to dealing with Gongdu because we couldn't do it on time.
耐心等候，敌军。
If we ambush here, will he walk into it? I think so. He's greedy, right? Yep. Perfection.
Yeah. 谨遵命令。
And then they pop Gongdu on the crackback after we had weakened him up, which is perfect. At least I think that's what happened.
杀呀！为天下黎民，为了天下苍生。
And just in time for turn 30, we get our replenishment
奋
up.
力一战，释放怒火吧！
Right where I would have been on turn 5.
算我求你个人情，尊重你的决定。
But that's like... When I play Warhammer, whenever I played Total War before I was streaming it, I 100% would have restarted the campaign already. I would have restarted the campaign as soon as I couldn't take that.
一统天下。 万民之声不可小觑，吾等大义必将降临此城。
Boom. And now we're supposed to destroy. I mean, but, you know, now we can do that now that we've dealt with the rebellion 6 years later.
这样行不通。
不必害怕我们。随你便了。
If they want to do that, then maybe we can get an even better deal.
万物失节。 今日此胜，乃承天之恩泽。勇夺荣耀，杀呀！
I think we just sell the gate pass to somebody.
万民之声不可小觑，谨遵命令。
So we could hold on to it. No commerce, silk and spice. It doesn't really abut any of that on this edge, right? And it cost 100 per turn.
有何贵干？
一扫污浊。
有话请讲。 如此小小举动，可使你我关系更加牢固。
Well, that's good. Move the past there. We can get her to a mighty knockback, that'll be good.
你不用怕我们。真是遗憾，那又如何？
Dongmin is making all these demands now. What's he even thinking? Like, we just got peace. How does he know what I'm thinking about? How dare he be looking inside of my head? Alright, so we have to get Wuangguo, cause...
莫要急躁。
Oh, whoops. Well, we have to get him for his weapon, but I guess now we'll just get him into, the field. You know, if he can put down a rebellion, then that's good. And I guess we'll just go ahead and...
该当如此。
Realized I didn't check to see if he was a spy. He's probably not a spy.
释放怒火吧！
Luchi, my girl. I love her so much. What an army. This is an army like I would make. Lady Du, Diao Chen, Luchi. No notes. Now, Chong Marauders are good, but we can't pay for them here. We'll buy them eventually.
来人，禀报一下近况。廉洁奉公，忍受苦难。
Young Emperor comes of age.
为了天下苍生。
And of course, any early expansion that might have been good now is
今日此胜，
tempered with the
乃
fact
承
that
天
he
之
might
恩泽。
disapprove of our opponents.
这些贼兵，人人得耳。快去！
But our treatments of the Yellow Turban rebels will hopefully make other people like us a bit while we figure out what we're gonna do next.
大义将临，莫敢不从。立马行动，奋力一战。大义将临，莫敢不从。让他们死得体面一些，快去！
It's like due to our absolutely atrocious public order.
有话
We're
直
actually
说。
very popular.
注意！烈火燎原！ 国军如有天助，气焰大盛。我军所向披靡。
那就快点吧。
But they get really mad for the trespassings. They don't even really care about the yellow turbans much.
切谈几句，难题迎刃而解。
Alright, well, we could get successful girl. It's just a negative 4.6. Does she fit? Not exactly. Would it be funny? Yes. Well,
我绝不动摇。
right, so there's no way to give her a job. There's no way to increase her satisfaction beyond giving her a title, so we just have to do that. We take an admin here. Trade agreement.
很高兴与你见面。
We've already got one. Someone else will have one with us, right? Yeah, Liu Yan, my man.
我们再听。你的提案不错。
You know, if he were to declare on war on me again, that wouldn't really be bad for me, would it?
遵命。
Alright, so from Diplo, we're gonna lose all that's keeping us there, and then we'll just be even, which is fine, right? That's fine. It's not the end of the world. We can just get into a war about it. Liu Chong has been
敌
slain.
军进攻！
呀！
呀！设宴摆席，欢呼庆祝吧！
But I mean, we got rid of Gongdu, and that's the real big problem, right?
随我来。
Because at this point, I'm like pretty experienced with playing very badly for the first like 15 or 20 years, and then still getting to pull it out. Because if you can just get a place to hang your hat, right? Somewhere to call your own, a crew of heroes assembled, then you can very gradually like learn how to play the game. Very gradually. This guy is dissatisfied as well. You can keep on paying everybody more, Doesn't seem good. Sure doesn't.
如此能带来诸多好处。尊重你的决定。以柔克刚。恪守职责。乱军终于得以平息。随我来。出发！冲啊！
Yeah, I guess we just hold on to life and try to, like Sun Chao, I know you. We played with you last time. See if anybody good comes around.
"万万不可！
有话请讲。
Made and Mati have come of age. Do we have twins? Right, we could give him a chicken. That'd make him happy too.
准备宿营。威加海内，乱世
And I
岁
forgot that these armies could go foraging, which will get us food when they're just hanging out.
承天所助，我军必胜。
Here we're going across the top because fire arrows is really important, and I shouldn't have put it off so long.
准备扎营。
Oh, the Emperor's gonna hate us.
悉听尊便，尽情厮杀。乱军终于
Spent
得以
too
平
many
息。
turns not improving his
朝廷乱
favor
贼，
about
澄
us.
清四海，
Might come bite us pretty badly.
拿起武器。 国军如有天助，气焰大盛，职责所在。向前进军。
I Oh, we got sanctioned by the Emperor. Like, because I'm so reckless? Like, please be real, man. I'm just hanging out. But I think, yeah. Might declare an enemy of the Han.
巡查四周。
来谈谈吧。
Thought we would do it, but if we wanted to declare war on them eventually.
请坐，来谈谈吧。
But when would we ever do that, right?
“有什么可以相互帮助的？我方同意了。
So that'll at least take us to an equal amount.
折而不摧，廉洁奉公，忍受苦难。
我方不会对你造成威胁，真是遗憾。那又如何？
Yeah, I don't know. We should probably start this whole campaign over. Not now. I should probably go to bed. But I think... Yeah, I mean, it's 40 turns in, and we're where we should have been on turn 5 or 6. I just don't think... Because we're so far behind everywhere. We'll probably keep trying to play it. I just don't see how we can do anything. Maybe our unique units are gonna do real good, right? Yeah. Guess we could just give up. Wouldn't that be practical? But when do I ever do what's right? Anyway, we may never get to second marquee. It's fine. Whatever. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'm gonna go to bed. And then when I get up, I gotta work tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, good night, everybody. Good night, Luke. Good night, Protoss. What a garbage run so far, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be bad. It just means it is bad now. Could have been worse. Not much worse, but it could have been, so I guess that's alright. Didn't quite get declared an enemy of the Han yet. That's good. Well, anyway, see you guys.